Good evening, friends. I welcome you all for the panel discussion. And today's panel discussion, the topic is can alternative therapies assist in the cure of heart disease? Now, let me introduce our moderator for the evening, Ms. Ritu Bhatia. Ms. Ritu Bhatia, our moderator for this evening, is a specialist in health and development writer with a background in microbiology and health communications. Apart from writing features for national dailies, magazines and journals, she has undertaken documentation activities for NGOs and international development and UN agencies that include UNICEF and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Ms. Bhatia is also a columnist and features writer for various newspapers. She is a consultant, writer and editor of reports, white papers and case studies for UNICEF, consulting firms such as Bain and Company, as well as private healthcare companies too. In addition to handling all these profiles, she also handles resources and training consultancy and assists organizations in developing their media strategy and content for complex health issues that include maternal and child health, HIV/AIDS, female cancers, and NCD. I welcome Ritu.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's panel discussion on whether alternative therapies can assist in the cure of heart diseases. This topic is particularly relevant today since India is facing an epidemic of lifestyle and non-communicable diseases, and heart disease is primary among these. As we know, or maybe you don't, heart ailments can take the life of about 2 million people a year. And a lot of these fall among younger age group, which makes it even worse because they have social and economic repercussions. Which makes it especially important that public health programs tackle these on a very aggressive note. As we know that though conventional allopathic medicine certainly offers effective treatment for cardiac problems, these promise management and control rather than an absolute cure. And tonight's panel of eminent cardiologists and specialists in holistic medicine will present their views on the use of alternative therapies for heart disease. They will address several pertinent questions on the issue. To begin with, can heart disease actually be cured? The experts will also share their opinions on whether surgery and other allopathic treatments are the only option for a person diagnosed with major arterial blockages. Finally, they will tell us whether it is really possible to align different therapeutic modalities and create what is known as complementary medicine in the world. And at the moment, we are still awaiting our other panelists, but I would like to begin by introducing Dr. Tapan Ghose. He is the Director of Interventional Cardiology at Paras Hospitals in Gurgaon. Previous to this, he was Principal Consultant with Fortis Healthcare in New Delhi, where he managed and led numerous complicated and challenging interventional procedures. A specialist in transradial angioplasty and transradial PCI procedures that are performed by just a handful of cardiologists in the country, Dr. Ghose is well known for the unique interventional program he has set up at Paras Hospitals. He is Fellow of the Cardiological Society of India, American College of Cardiology, and Society of Cardiac Angiography and Interventions USA, and is the recipient of numerous distinctions that include the Dr. Anjan Chakravarti Memorial Medal in Medicine. With this, I'd like you to present your views, Dr. Chakravarti.
Thank you for your kind introduction. Now, the issue today is, can alternative therapy or alternative medicine aid in the healing of heart diseases? So we have to really think from our perspective, Indian perspective. First, I will tell you the global problem or in a specific Indian scenario. The global trend is that there is declining trend of heart disease in the United States. Sweden, there is declining trend. But in India, we are heading for a cardiovascular epidemic. As per the WHO projection, in 2020, we'll have the highest number of deaths in the world in India. So unless
we can't understand this paradigm. And if you see the definition of health, by World Health Organization, healthy heart, is defined as the physical, mental, social, spiritual, and environmental well-being of the heart. Then we call it the healthy heart. This is WHO. But if you see from the mind-body perspective, health of a heart is an optimal integration of mind, body, soul, spirit, and environment. So we have to optimize the internal environment, what we call is microcosm, and the external environment, what we call is macrocosm. If we don't integrate this environment, we can never have a healthy heart. I am telling you, after practicing for 40 years cardiology. We, in allopathic, we just pinpoint the effect of the problem. But we don't go to the details of where is the problem originating. The heart
Speaking was that heart disease is yes, absolutely, not only reversible, not only it's preventable and even curable, and if so, only by so-called alternate therapies. What is alternate therapy? Today the main therapy is the allopathic system of medicine. I'm an allopath, I think much senior to both of my colleagues on the panel. Allopathy is inevitable in emergency. It is life-saving, we cannot do without it, but it can never cure the heart disease.